welcome back to my channel. This is Prepping by Faith, and today I want to talk to you about the top 10 ready-to-eat foods for any emergency. And so what I'm going to be sharing with you today is just the foods that I think that are really quick and easy and accessible, that don't require any cooking. You don't have to reheat them if you don't want to. These are just some things that I want to share with you that I feel like are really great items to have on hand. Some of them are probably items that we've forgotten about, and they're not going to be in any kind of particular order that I'm listing them in, so don't think I'm prioritizing one over another. So let's just get started. The first item that I have on the list is cereal. So I feel like we forget about cereal a lot of times. Everything I'm going to be sharing with you today is going to last and have a shelf life of at least a year, many of them longer than that. So this is an option for you. The other thing, if you don't like the box cereal, is you could go ahead and get things like this, your instant Quaker oatmeal. They have so many different varieties in these and flavors. This would be a great one. All you need is a little bit of hot water to go ahead and rehydrate this. So this is a great option. The second item that I wanted to share with you guys is going to be your protein bars, your granola bars, and your breakfast bars. So I feel like these are really great. You just grab these and eat them. Obviously, the protein bars are going to have more protein, but these are an excellent option. And if you don't like protein bars, then these other ones are really great to have too. And I feel like things like your Belvita could be also substituted as a breakfast item. So that is number 2 on my list. Number 3 on the list is going to be your tuna creations and your chicken salad kit. These sorts of things are really great to have on hand. They are high in protein. They're going to help fill you up. And you could go ahead and add them to some of the things that I'm going to show you in just a minute. So I would have these on the list, highly recommended. Number 4 on the list is going to be your crackers and your pretzels. So things like your tuna that I just showed you, you could go ahead and incorporate with some of these. And what I think people forget about pretzels and crackers is that we always think of saltines and we think of plain pretzels. But there are so many options out there now, and they last for quite a while. So I would go ahead and look at flavored versions of crackers. They also have the multigrain. And then the other thing that I want to show you guys that I know we forget about is the pilot bread crackers. Now these guys will last you up to 30 years. This is an excellent option to have in your preps, especially for emergency situations. So be thinking about your crackers and your pretzels. So number 5 on the list is going to be your canned foods. And I'm talking about everything that you can just open up and eat, whether it's a canned vegetable, a canned fruit. You also have your canned soups. We have canned soups here. These are going to be a great option. And then you can't forget about things like your flavored canned beans. So canned foods, always a great option to have on hand. You want to have plenty of these for an emergency situation. They will serve you well. You do not have to heat them. You can just go ahead and eat them directly out of the can. So that is number 5. Number 6 on the list is going to be peanut butter and jelly. So these guys will last you quite a while. I feel like everybody should have peanut butter and jelly on hand. Now, whether you have put up bread in your freezer, which is something that I recommend you do to go ahead and serve this on in an emergency. You could also put it on something like a tortilla, or you could go ahead and use the crackers that I mentioned. Number 7 on the list is going to be your beef jerky. So everybody should have beef jerky in their preps. This is going to be high in protein. It is also going to keep you satiated, fill you up, and I'm sure that if you wanted to pair this with some of the other items, you could do that as well. So definitely have beef jerky in your preps. Another item that I wanted to talk to you guys about are things like your dried fruit. So right here I have apricots. You could also have things like your raisins, prunes. There's so many different things. There's, mangoes, all sorts of different options when it comes to dried fruit. Dried fruit is going to be really good. It could be a morale booster for you because of the sugar content. So have dried fruit on hand for an emergency food. Number 9 on our list is going to be nuts. So I would have plenty of nuts. You could even make your own trail mix. Mix some of the nuts with some of the dried fruit. So nuts, there's so many different flavors of nuts that you guys can get. We all know about the different kinds of nuts. definitely have nuts. They're going to have protein, they're going to have your fat, they're going to have what you need to keep you going. And who doesn't love pistachios, right? So I got some pistachios here as well. And then the last item that I wanted to share with you guys, number 10. Number 10 is going to be your MREs or your equivalent to an MRE. So what I have here is the Augustin Farms lunch and dinner bucket. This is emergency food that is going to last you for at least 25 years. So definitely have some MREs or Augustin Farms or Mountain House or whatever it is that you like, put up in your preps, ready to go, so that you have emergency meals on hand, and all you have to do is add some hot water to these to get them ready to eat. So I would have this in your preps for an emergency situation. So this is my list, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed this. If you guys have liked this video, please go ahead and share, subscribe, like, and go ahead and push this video out there so that we can bring more people on board. And remember to pray, prep, and put God first. God bless.